Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to my yoga class. There's more of these at mattdavisyoga.com. Welcome. We're going to do an hour of vinyasa flow yoga. I've got a block and a mat. You may wish to have those, but you can do yoga anywhere really. So I trust your judgment. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat. I'm going to set my little yoga thing going on my watch. Go, it says. So I was thinking about this concept of deserving happiness or deserving success this week, and I was talking with my therapist actually, and I was saying things seem to be going really well. You know, business is good, relationship is good, everything's great, and yet I have this feeling of either being an imposter or just not quite deserving this success. And I think that's something I really want us to explore really on the mat today is, you know, we deserve to feel good most of the time, all of the time. But when we don't, you know, there's a sort of, I don't know, like, there's a block there that I'm trying to work through. And something that I find really helps with that is yoga. Bringing the attention back to the breath. When the thoughts run away, come back to the breath. Come back to the posture. And just be in this moment. Don't think about an hour's time. Don't think about yesterday. Don't think about tomorrow. Just be in this moment and have a sense that you deserve to be calm and peaceful. With that, I'm going to draw a deep breath in and let it go. And another. Really notice the breath coming all the way into the belly and filling up the chest. And exhale. Maybe bring the hand to the heart and the other to the belly. Take some deep breaths in your own time. Maybe the eyes want to come to a gentle close. Just observing any energy in the body. Maybe constricting the back of the throat ever so slightly. Just for that audible breath, that ujjayi breath. The breath is our best teacher, our first guru. I'm just going to say a quick mantra to honor our teachers. Om Nagyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And then I'm going to come to a comfortable tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale just to look up for a cow pose. And exhale to come over into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. This is the first time you're moving the body like this today. Just notice the sensations. I'm just swaying my hips slightly left and right, adding some intuitive movements to these cat-cows. And keeping that breath going. Good, bringing the right leg out behind us and just rolling back and forth on the ball of that right foot. With the inhale and the exhale. Bring that left arm out in front of you. Keeping that rolling back and forth going, and then just hopping up onto the extension there. So we're on a sort of tripod. That right hand really pushing down, and the top of the left foot as well, pushing down. Exhale to bring the left elbow to the right knee, and inhale to come long again. Exhale, and inhale long. And exhale. And inhale just back to a neutral tabletop. Inhaling to bring that left foot out behind us. And again, just noticing that ball of that left foot as it comes into contact with the ground. I like to just make sure there's no extra little bits on my mat here, just to give myself a nice comfortable place to practice. And then extend the right hand out in front and lift that left leg off the ground. Good. Inhale and exhale to touch the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, touch the left elbow, right elbow, left knee. Inhale long. And exhale back to a neutral tabletop. Turn the wrists around. And just do some clockwise circles around those wrists on the inhale. Exhale. Remember, you deserve this time. You deserve to be peaceful and calm with yourself. Change direction. Can really be a strange thing that when you sort of subconsciously felt you don't deserve it for so long, you think, oh, I deserve to be happy. Turn the wrists around. It can be really strange. Just coming up onto the toes, and I'm just going to come back into a seat. Really noticing that sensation in the feet. If it's too much, you can always undo and stand on them. But if it's enough that you get a nice sensation there, just feel it as you inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And roll forward back into tabletop. Just tapping those tops of the feet on the mat now. Good. I think we're ready to roll over into our first downward dog of the day. So I invite you to join me if you'd like to. Just bringing those legs up behind, bringing the hips back. And you can keep a bend in the knees here. The goal is to really elongate the spine. So I'm bringing my ears down between my shoulder blades. Inhaling deeply from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. Exhale, just pedaling out those legs. And finding a sense of arrival in the downward facing dog shape. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then walk forward slowly between the hands. Arrive in that forward fold. You can keep a bend in the knees if it helps you to release that upper back here. I love this pose. I love the sort of deep, almost surprising release in the upper back and the lower spine here. As you inhale deeply and exhale, let it go. You can bring the hands down to the mat if you want. You can choose to straighten the legs if you like. Just notice the energy shifting in those hamstrings here. Good. Slowly ragdolling up on the next inhale. Head is the last thing to arrive at the top. Good. Bringing the hands to heart center. Staring forward. And then bring the hands down for Tadasana, mountain pose. It's nice to notice a feeling of groundedness, of rooting. So those feet really rooting down in the middle. So you can kind of roll forward on the toes and roll backwards onto the elbows. Just notice that weight distributed all through all four corners of the feet. The hands face forward here, and you kind of tuck the tailbone, really open that chest, and inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms rising overhead, just meeting up above the head in prayer, and then exhaling, hands to heart center. Good. Find that intention here. So maybe you want to close your eyes, maybe you want to keep them open, but just speak a few words about how you want to manifest your practice today. You can speak them out loud, or they can be quiet. I'm going to tell myself, you deserve to be happy and peaceful and safe. And I'm going to try and embody that in my practice today. Inhale, arms rise overhead again. And then exhale, just fold forward, hinging at those hips for a nice forward fold again. Inhale for a flat back, halfway lift. That back really nice and flat. So you may want to lift your hands slightly further up the calves on the back just to open that back up and make it nice and flat. Exhale, right leg goes back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Yeah? Inhale, arms rise overhead. And vinyasa. You may notice a nice opening in the front of the right thigh here. That's what we want. Inhaling deeply from the lower belly all the way up into the upper chest. And exhaling to frame that front foot. Bring it to the back. Nice close. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale to drop the knees, and then the chest, and then the chin to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Enjoy that downward facing dog for a moment before you lift the right foot up behind you, keeping those toes square to the ground. Step that right foot through between the hands, drop the left knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Again, that release through the left thigh this time. Inhaling deeply all the way from the low belly into the mid belly and upper chest. And then exhaling to frame that front foot. Stepping the left foot to the front to meet the right, hanging over in a forward fold. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Nice. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnect with that intention. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back this time. Again, dropping the knee. Inhale, arms rise overhead, low belly, mid belly and upper chest. Exhale, frame the right foot, bring it to the back, plank pose. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhaling knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Enjoy the dog, enjoy that arrival. Try to slow the mind as you slow the body. Try to make the mind more intentional as you make the body more intentional. Inhale, the left leg goes high. Feet square to the ground. Step the left foot through, right knee to the ground. Untuck those right toes. Inhale, and vinyasa. Deep inhale, and exhale. Frame that front foot. Bring the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnect with your attention. Nice. So that's our first sun salutation cycle. We'll add on to it. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, this time keep the right knee lifted as you step it back. Good. So that right knee is lifted and that right heel is nice and square to the sky as you inhale to come up into a high lunge. Shoulders above the hips, right hip squared with the left. So if that left hip's tempted to come back or forward, make sure that the line of the hips is square as the hands rise overhead. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. You can bring that left knee to more of a bend, yeah? Just as long as you keep that right hamstring and thigh engaged. And just be careful not to have that knee go over the straight line, yeah? Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Frame the front foot, bring it to the back, plank pose. Exhale for knees, chest and chin, or if you're ready, chaturanga, and upward dog. No pressure. Do the flow that suits you, and I'll meet you here in downward facing dog.
Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through. Inhale, arm rises, right arm rises for a twist. Good. You can keep up on that left knee. So rather than coming back on the shoulder, have that left ankle nice and raised, inhaling deeply. Imagine someone's kind of giving you a little high five on that right hand. So you're opening the body a bit. And then exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the back foot to meet the front. Forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with your intention. Notice if the pulse is quicker. Notice if you're sweating slightly. Be peaceful inside. Even as the energy is moving, inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back this time. Keeping that left knee lifted. Good. Left heel stays lifted. And on the next inhale, rising up into our high lunge. Keeping that back heel lifted. That means you can if you want, as long as you keep this left thigh engaged. Heel turn that right foot forward. Just don't have that knee go over the line. Keep the hips square. So left hip coming square with the right. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Good. Shoulders above the hips. Yeah. Nice long line. And then if you want, you can add a slight back bend, but it comes from the very top of the back. Yeah, good. Inhale and exhale, framing that right foot and bringing the right foot to meet the left. And again, take a flow of your choice. So it can be knees just to chin, it could be chaturanga, it could be upward dog, it can be baby cobra. You're just meeting downward facing dog. And from now on, these flows are all optional. So if you want to stay in downward facing dog, that's totally cool. There's really never any pressure here. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step it through. Keep the right heel lifted, so engage that right thigh as you inhale to lift that left arm up overhead. Nice twist here. Notice that twist coming all the way through the body. I'm feeling it nicely in the hips even. Inhaling deeply. Imagine someone's giving you a little high five on that left hand, so you're really opening up the body. And exhale to frame that front foot. Bring the right foot to meet it, and hang heavy in a forward fold. Nice. Inhale, slowly rising up. Arms rise overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with that intention that we've been building. Good. If the breath is running away, try to slow it. Inhale, arms rise overhead, touching. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back. Keep the knee lifted. Inhale, high lunge, and then open up. Left arm goes back, right arm forward. And you can, again, drop into that front knee if you want. Just don't go over the vertical line. And look back at that left arm. Inhale. I'm just touching that back knee to the ground just to feel the strength in that back leg. Inhale. And exhale. Try to draw the navel into the spine. It's not always easy that, especially if you have a middle-aged belly like I did, but inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale, framing that front foot, bringing it to meet the back, and taking a flow or meeting us in downward facing dog, whichever feels right for you. Good. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, stepping that right leg through between the hands, keeping that left knee lifted. And once again, coming up into a high lunge. This time I'm going to have the hands meet in prayer behind the head, just making sure we keep our clothes on. So inhale deeply, just to lean back into that kind of artificial pillow that we've made for ourselves. Inhale and exhale. Coming slightly more deeply into that front knee. Good. And then with control, frame the front knee, bringing the left foot to meet it, hanging heavy for a forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. reconnecting with the intention. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. This lovely patch of sunlight in the room, which I really like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back this time, keeping that left knee lifted. And inhaling for our high lunge, good. Again, keeping that back heel nice and lifted, that back thigh engaged, allows you to bring your left arm forward and the right arm back. Good. Again, I'm going to just tap that back heel on the ground just to feel the strength in the back thigh. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, and inhale again. Low belly all the way into the upper chest. And then with control, frame the front foot, bring it to the back, plank pose, take a flow, or see me in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Good. And once again, this time, making that pillow with the hands interlaced behind the back. Just using that to come slightly more deeply into that front knee. And inhale, just to lean the top of the back and open the shoulders back slightly. Breathe into it. And on the exhale, framing the front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it, hanging heavy and forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows, and just adding a little bit of indulgence here to our nice forward fold at the end of our sun sails. We did really well there in that sun salutation series. And so now's the time to reward ourselves by just opening up the lower back and the upper back and breathing into it. Slowly ragdolling up, arms rising overhead, and slowly hands to heart center. Nice. Reconnecting with our intention. Whatever we said at the beginning, let's reconnect with it. Now, you should be starting to feel a little sweaty. You want that little yoga glow coming. So if you're not there, breathe a little deeper, push a little harder. And if you're too sweaty, then you can always breathe a little more intentionally and sort of move with less rigor. Yeah. We're moving into our standing series. So this is where I really like to say that sort of the flow happens in our vinyasa flow. So inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for that halfway lift. And then exhale to step back into downward facing dog. I'll see you there. Good. Downward facing dog. Just arrive in the shape. Deep breaths. Take 4 deep breaths. Inhale, right leg goes higher, and exhale, step it through. Heel toe the right foot towards the right hand, and then bring that left foot down at a 45-degree angle. We're coming up into a warrior one shape, so to make that right, make sure that right hip comes back so it's square with the left. Good, and then you can inhale. Good. You can come more deeply into that right knee again, watching the 45-degree angle. All of that back foot is engaged, the whole left foot, and all of that left leg is engaged. So really finding strength in the pose through that left leg. And then you can come more into the right leg like I am, heel toeing. Just watch that line, doesn't come over. And inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. So heel toe the right foot to the midline, so that right heel was coming to the middle of the left foot. And then again, you want to get a nice, you can heel toe that right foot forward. What you want to get is a nice sort of deep bend in that right knee. As you look over that right middle finger. Good, the line of this is straightforward. The shoulders over the hips, yeah? There's a kind of opening thing happening here with the hips. There's a sort of opening like a book. And the more you lean into that right knee, the more you'll feel that opening. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, turn that right hand. Come up. Imagine someone's got a string on that right hand and they're really pulling it up towards the ceiling. Good. Try to keep that nice bend in the right knee. And inhale deeply as you look up to that right hand. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. With control, just bringing the hands down to frame that front foot. And then you can bring that front foot to the back for a plank pose. Take a flow. So if you want to roll forward into a plank, down, and up, and over and back. Or if you don't want to take a flow, just don't take the flow. See me in downward dog. So next time I say take a flow, if you don't want to take one, just meet me in downward dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, set that left leg through between the hands. Nice. And heel toe the left hand towards the left foot, other way of course. Bring that right foot down to a 45-degree angle and come up, warrior one. So left hip, right hip square. Yeah, nice square to the front, and then inhale. Again, all four corners of that back foot engaged, the whole back leg engaged. And then if you want to heel toe that front foot forward, you can. You get more of a deep bend. Good. Inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Good. And again, deep breath, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale. We're going to come down to warrior two. So heel toe the left foot to the midline of the right. And now warrior two shape. Good. Again, you can come forward in that left foot, but make sure you keep the shoulders over the line of the hips. Good. Inhaling to look over that left middle finger. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And then inhale to turn that left hand over. Flip it up. Peaceful warrior. Look up at that left middle finger and really breathe deeply. Good. Low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And one more deep breath. Good. On the exhale, frame the left foot, bring it to meet the right. Plank pose. Now you can go into downward dog here, or you can join me in a flow. Whatever you prefer to do. And I'll meet you in downward dog. Nice. Good. We'll go the other way. So inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg through between the hands. Heel toe to the left hand. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, bring the left elbow to the left knee. Nice. Inhale to bring the right arm up. And then exhale to bring it over. Good. What you want is a nice long line along that right side of the body in the extended side angle. If you choose, you can also bring the left hand to a block inside the line of the left knee, whatever you prefer. Whatever feels like it's giving you the better flow today. I'm not here to judge, I'm just here to help, so you do what you feel is right. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. And again. Good. And then with control, frame that front foot before you bring it to the back of the plank. And take a flow or sit us in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, we'll go the other way. So if you want to recreate what you were doing the other side, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, arm comes over. Or if you want to bring that hand to a block, you can do so. Whichever you did on the one side, probably try and mirror it on the other. So, nice. Inhale, looking up at that left hand. And exhale. Remember, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be free from pain. You deserve to breathe deeply. You deserve space. One more deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. And then with control, framing that front foot, bring the back foot around, meet the back foot in plank pose. Take a flow or sit in downward dog. Nice, good. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice. And now we're going to come into a half moon shape. So I'm going to bring my block outside the right fore edge there. So I'm in extended side angle. And now I'm going to bring the weight into the right foot. Good. So that I can come up into a half moon shape. Now my head happens to be hitting the wall, but that's not intentional. So let's try for that half moon. Good. You may get there straight away, or it may take you a minute. He said, what we want is to notice those hips stack suddenly, and then you have that opening of the chest and the flexion in that left foot. That's it. Inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. One more deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Good. Release the block and step back. Take a flow. I'm going to flow the other direction just so I can take my half moon facing the camera. Good. Now let's see. Where were we? We were that way, so right foot was towards that. Good. This time, left foot goes high on the inhale. And on the exhale, step the left foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Get your block ready. Good. Extended side angle. Nice. And then I'm going to come into the half moon shape, facing the back of the room. So don't want to cut my head off on the video, so I'm going to come in. Inhale. Good. And again, that right arm really opening up with the chest, and that right foot really flexing. Nice. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. One more deep breath. And one more full up. And on the exhale, bring the right foot to meet the left, hang heavy, forward fold. Good. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. And you can take a flow here or see us in downward dog. Whichever comes naturally to you at this point in your practice, whichever feels right. Good. So this is the point in your practice where you really want to have a nice sweat. If you're not sweating, I don't know what you've been doing, but this is the point in my practice where usually I'm sort of kind of covered in sweat and I'm feeling really warm and good. So you're in that downward facing dog. Let's just, from there, let's take the right leg high here and just bring the right knee to meet the right wrist. Good. I'm untucking the left toes behind me, and I'm actually bringing a block under my right hip, just for a bit of support here. The right foot is trying to come up in line with the left hand. Yeah, so if you're actually facing the front, you're still opening the chest. Good. Now, I'm looking back and I notice that nice sort of square back foot. I'm facing the front, I'm opening the chest, inhale. This is pigeon pose, and then as I exhale, I can walk forward slightly, and I can really bring a deeper stretch into the right hip. Good. Inhale, and take 5 deep breaths here. Good. Come up on the inhale and really open that chest to the front. And exhale. Next inhale, just bringing that back foot back up. Back onto the tippy toes so I can bring the right foot through, three-legged dog. Good, and you can actually open that right foot over to behind you. Just take some circles with that right foot. One way and then the other. Nice, and then straighten that right foot behind you. Good. Inhale to straighten it up, and then exhale, bring it down. Good, you can take a flow or you can stay in downward dog, whatever's calling to you here. And on the downward dog, just inhale to lift that left leg high, and then bring it through. Left knee to left wrist, right foot to right wrist, and you're going to want some support underneath that left hip if you're as inflexible as I am. Untucking that back foot, looking back to look at it going nice and backwards, opening that chest, inhaling deeply, and then exhaling to come forward into your sleeping pigeon pose. Take 5 deep breaths. And just notice the body settling. I deserve to feel safe. Next inhale, bring the hands back up. Opening that chest to the front again. Good. And then on the exhale, sort of stepping up, bring that left leg nice and high. Inhale. Open the left hip. Take some circles with the left foot behind the butt. And the other way. Just feel that hip kind of opening up. And then exhale, bring it back down to downward facing dog. You can inhale for a flow here, rolling forward into plank. Coming down, coming up, and coming over. Good. Downward facing dog. Nice. Just drop to the knees here. Nice. And then just come back into a child's pose for a moment. Take 3 deep breaths in child's pose. Good. And then inhale just to come back up. We're going to move into camel pose, which is a heart opening pose. I have 2 blocks here, which I very much appreciate, but you don't necessarily need them unless you want to come into the fuller expression. So I'm coming up onto the tippy toe there, the ball of the feet, and I'm just noticing the thighs are kind of forward, right? So the solar plexus forward. Then the opening is coming from the upper back. As I inhale, just open. Keep those breaths nice and deep. Now, if you want a deeper expression, you can bring your blocks down, yeah? But that opening in the back is coming from the upper back. It's not coming from, you're not crunching the lower back, you're opening the upper back and making sure that those hips are coming forward. Good. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Again, inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. 2 more deep breaths. Two more deep breaths. Noticing sometimes it can be difficult to breathe deeply in this pose, so try to do so. On the exhale, coming back up and coming over into a child's pose to take the opposite movement to the lower back. Nice. Just coming back up here and bringing the legs out in front of you. Good. Flexing the feet. Dandasana, staff pose. I'm just going to inhale here And rise the arms up overhead. And then I'm going to hinge forward at the hips on the exhale, but not come all the way down. Inhale again to rise up. Notice where you're hinging. You want to hinge at the pelvis and then come forward. Now, you want to reach forward with the chest. So wherever the arms that bend up, you want that chest to stay open. Good. Inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, fold forward. Take 5 deep breaths here. You may want to bring those arms more out to the side for a deeper stretch in the back. But don't overdo it. Good. With control, coming back up, we'll take a nice twist. Inhale to bring the left foot over the right knee. Bring that left palm behind you so that you've got a second spine. Yeah? Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, right arm comes over. Make sure the spine is long. Good. And then you can breathe to twist more deeply. Good. Bringing the hands down behind you, straightening that left leg out, and I just take a sort of twist around to the right to give it a little counter twist. Before I inhale to bring the sole of the right foot to the ground and cross it over the left leg. Right arm behind me as a second spine here, and then inhaling for the left arm to come high, exhaling over. Good. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale. Rising up. And exhale. Deeper twist. Good. Breathe with the twist here. Take 3 breaths. Inhale to uncross the legs and just come across. Good. Very nice. Like that. We're going to take Baddha Konasana here. So I'm just bringing the soles of the feet in. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So grabbing around the feet, inhaling to open the chest forward, and then exhaling to bring the chest forward first. Yeah. So you're keeping that chest open, which keeps the back straight. We're not trying to bend the back over, we're trying to open the back. Good, and then breathe here. Take 5 deep breaths. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Good. Then come back up. Bring the hips in. Just straighten those legs out again. Nice. Just paddling the backs of the legs open. Good. Now, this is a sort of relaxing and sort of rejuvenative part of our practice. So we're coming to sort of slow down. In a few minutes, we'll come into Shavasana. So you want to sort of treat yourself gently. Yeah. So we're going to take another heart opener here. So just rolling back onto the back and bringing the palms down. The backs of the heels are kind of coming towards the glutes. Now just brush the backs of the heels with my middle fingers. I'm bringing a block in between the legs just to grip onto. And what that does is, as I inhale and lift the hips, it keeps those knees coming in together. So it stops the knees from swaying out. You don't have to have a block, you can imagine one is there, but it helps. And I'm just walking the shoulder blades together and clasping the hands underneath the back, sacrum. Again, 5 deep breaths in this shape. Good. Then bringing vertebrae by vertebrae back down, undoing a block between the hips, and just allowing for a moment those kind of lower back to adjust, yeah? Good. This is a fun time to take an inversion. So you could take legs up the wall. I'm going to take plow and shoulder stand, but do what feels right for you. So if you want to join me in plow, I'm inhaling, keeping the neck still, just to bring the feet over. I can clasp the hands below the back, bringing the shoulder blades more open, and I can inhale deeply from the low belly, mid belly and upper chest. Keep the neck still. Good. Bring the hands to the lower back and bring the knees and the legs up overhead as you walk those hands down towards the shoulder blades. Enjoying a nice inversion here. Good. Inhaling deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Next exhale, just bring the feet back over. And then use the hands as brakes behind you to roll gently down, one vertebrae at a time. Good, keep the knees lifted. We'll just take a nice spinal twist here. So inhaling just to bring the feet up and hop the hips over to the right, bring the knees down to the left. I have a block underneath the knees here. And I'm looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhaling. That's a nice deep stretch in the right hip. Good, bring the hips up, back into the midline, and just kind of release there for a second before you hop the hips over to the left, bring the knees over to the right, and take the opposite spinal twist. Inhaling deeply, and exhale. Looking over that left shoulder. And again, noticing, is there a nice deep stretch there in the left hip? All up that spine. Take 5 deep breaths. Next inhale, just bring those knees up to the midline. And we're going to bring the feet to the width of the mat. Just take some nice windshield wipers here with the knees. Good. Just bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug if you'd like to. Tell yourself, again, you deserve it, mate. Oh, you deserve a nice peaceful moment in the day. Nice moment of calm and relaxation. I'm taking a happy baby there. Good, and then just straighten the legs out in front. Bring the palms to face up. Inhale deeply. Bring the hands up behind the back, just kind of straightening out the neck, and then bringing the back of the skull in contact with the ground. I untuck the shoulder blades here, so I just bring my hands under the shoulder blades to kind of release them. And then just find yourself in a nice Shavasana. I'm going to join you in this Shavasana. Let's just take a few minutes, because we deserve it. Good. There's 2 or 3 more minutes here, so if you want to take a visualization, then you can talk yourself through one. Or just enjoy maybe 10 or 12 more rounds of breath. Just bring a little more awareness into the body with the next inhale, and I like to move the fingers and the toes here. And then just come over onto one side of the body in a fetal position. Then inhale, press down on a hand, and only you in a comfortable seat. Good. I hope you've got a nice little sunlight patch in your room, just as I have in mine here. It's really nice to kind of come out of Shavasana to that. Just bring the hands to heart center and inhale nice and deep. And exhale. Same again. And then we'll exhale for Om to round out the practice. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for your practice today. There's more of these at mattdavisyoga.com. I really appreciate you joining me. And I'll see you again next time.